Good morning, students. Today we are going to understand about single nucleotide polymorphism, which is also called SNPs. What is the meaning of poly? Poly refers to many, morphism refers to forms. To understand that, I have taken three individuals. Humans, they are Homo sapiens species, but when it comes to appearances, they differ from each other. Like, for example, if you take hair of an individual, from individual to individual it differs. What is the reason behind that? So that's what we are going to understand. Every individual will be having chromosome. Chromosome contains DNA. DNA contains nucleotide sequences. Human Genome Project revealed that 99.9% of our nucleotide sequences are same. Difference lies in 0.1%. That means if you compare each and every person in terms of 0.1%, there is a difference in nucleotides. Now let us take a segment of the DNA of each individual. Segment of the DNA will be having genes which are called coding sequences. It will be having non-coding sequences also. Coding sequences contain genes which are present in the position or a location known as locus. I have taken gene present in a locus for hair, which means at same position in all the individual there is a gene which codes for hair. Now let us enlarge. I have enlarged the DNA. DNA is having a gene. Gene is considered as coding sequence because its nucleotides will be coding for a protein, that is by undergoing translation. Now look at the first person. His sequence may be ATG. ATG will undergo translation to produce one particular type of hair. You can take it as a curly hair. Whereas when it comes to the second individual, there is change in single nucleotide. Instead of T, G has come. So whatever hair he is going to produce will be different compared to first person. Similarly, person 3, instead of G, he is showing A in his gene. So one nucleotide difference has occurred. So again a new protein will be produced, hence hair differs. So this is a reason. Now why these are not causing diseases? There are two reasons why a single nucleotide change may not cause disease is, first thing is degeneracy of codon, which means codon and the amino acid coded by it may be same, which means let's take one example. Instead of T, G has come, but amino acid coded by it might be same. So that is one reason why there is no disease caused. Okay. So second reason is in the coding sequence, changes in the nucleotide will not cause disease. Instead, it will result in production of different protein. But at certain cases, if there is large change in the genes or in the nucleotide, it may result in disease. Hence, importance of studying SNPs is we can come to know what is the reason for cause of disease. That is one importance. Second thing is about non-coding sequence. What is a non-coding sequence? Region between two genes which will not code for any protein is called non-coding sequence. It is also called junk DNA because it does not have any function. Look at the sequences of nucleotide of person 1, person 2 and person 3. It is same in all individual because 99.9% is same, but there are single points, SN, single nucleotide points where there is change in base. Person 1 is having A, person 2 is having G, 3 is having T. That change is observed in 1.4 million locations, which means if you take one individual, he'll be having so many regions where single nucleotide differs. What is the importance of studying non-coding sequences? Studying genes or coding sequences will help us in understanding how disease is caused. Studying non-coding sequence will help us in studying tracing human history. How? When humans were in the form of monkeys earlier, they had one particular sequence. But as the evolution took place, there was single nucleotide changes that has resulted in various forms of humans. So this is how we can make use of single nucleotide polymorphism in understanding disease, reason for disease cause, and the second reason is how we can make use of we can use it in tracing the human history. Okay? Thank you for watching.